Welcome to UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And you're the host, Justin.
And something went weird, and it's perplexing Justin.
Every freaking cast, there's always that one little thing. But, yeah, our intro didn't want to work for some ungodly reason. I looked at the desktop audio, and it just wasn't wanting to do it. Right. Hey, thank you for the cheer. Starting it off real strong.
Yeah, going strong right off the bat. I'm sorry if I seem distracted. I was trying to get my pun ready for tonight's episode and realized my list of puns, for some reason, repeatedly disappears. I always have to oh, here it is. It doesn't show up. So it's a screenshot. So it's technically an image.
Okay.
But it doesn't show up in the images, and I have to go back and find it. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Are you going to pop it off with the pun starting off, or?
No, it'll still be the end. There's got to be something to get them to stay to the end.
Fair enough.
So this week's coffee is another Geek Grind. These guys are right there, right there. That's right the one, actually.
Right above me.
Right above him.
Right above me.
So yeah, this is Wizard's Mist, which I gotta say, I get what they were going for in the name. It's Wizard's Mist just sounds a little dirty. I'm gonna be honest.
Let me get some of that Wizard's Mist.
So the chat's saying they come for the backwards hat only. I only put it on backwards because I feel like if I do,
I could run down and get mine.
That I feel like it hides me too much.
Yeah, I could run down and get mine to get the backwards hat, just so that way we have double backward hat.
That and plus it's how you know shit's getting serious.
Or what is it? Yankee with no brim.
I fucking hate that one. I hate most memes nowadays, I think. So yeah, this week's is Wizard's Mist from Geek Grind. I'd have the little package from the sampler, but it's a light roast. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. I don't really go in for light roast, and I like this one.
Is that the one that was called the Honeycrisp?
Yeah, well, that's what Lauren called it because she put her creamer in it.
Oh, that's right. She has.
Lauren uses the caramel latte creamer from Coffee Mate, and she says it tastes like Honeycrisp afterwards.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Mine doesn't, but that's French vanilla. So
yeah, yours is always the French. You go for the regular vanilla stuff. Yeah.
If I go to a restaurant and they don't have French vanilla, I'll do half and half. But I prefer not to.
I know you do. But this is the other one that I tried recently as well.
Okay.
I would drink this one every day if I wanted coffee, but it's still coffee, so it makes you go, eh.
You're such a bitch.
I just don't like the taste of coffee. If
you guys want to check out Geek Grind, make sure you use our link in the description for the episode. It is not in the Twitch description, but it is in our on our Twitter page, on our Instagram, and on our regular podcast description.
You are correct, and I'm working on getting our Twitch page to actually look good down below. I've been lazy. I will admit, I've been super lazy. But I've been on a lot of things. There's a lot of things that have been kind of distracting me, and I need to lock down and handle one thing at a time.
Well, the other thing you can do is when you go and check out, you can use the code JUSTH, letter H, 20. He's going to type it in the chat for anyone. Yeah, no, there you go. You almost typed the wrong thing. Use that. You'll get a discount, and you also support us. And here comes the emotes.
I like my emotes.
One of the chat members said they're going to be a little distracted today, and they apologize. That's okay. We're just going to do our thing. So, I gave you a new tea today.
Yes. Puka brand tea with lemon, ginger, and manuka honey.
I'll be honest, the first thing that got my attention was the name.
The Puka?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Huh.
No offense to the company, but I was like, oh, Puka, that sounds interesting.
Hey. I probably should have added a little sugar. It is.
Oh, you're drinking it straight?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what the manuka honey is.
The manuka honey, you can get a tiny little bit off of that.
Okay.
Manuka honey is like a more sticky sweet. It's just holy cow. There's the flavor of lemon, perfect. Ginger, you get a little hint, that's good. But then the manuka honey, way back seat.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer more of a front seat for that.
Do you think maybe adding your own honey to it make it better?
Yes.
Okay.
Manuka honey.
And Cross says, supporting you makes me happy. Well, you supporting us makes us happy. Puka shells is what that reminds me of. I didn't even think puka shells. But yeah, that too.
Everyone is being supported.
Yeah, which so great. I don't think I can make it through. Okay. So, both good picks though. You think you're happy with that? I'm happy with my coffee. I'm gonna finish the pod. Are you happy with your tea?
I'm happy with my tea.
Okay.
It's just.
Would you make another cup when you went downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I might.
They had a couple different ones, and I went with this one because I figured the lemon ginger was kind of in your wheelhouse. I figured it's what you would like.
Oh yeah.
I pick up his teas normally, and so it's always kind of guesswork as to what he was gonna want.
Stop it! Stop giving us money. But yes, thank you, Cross, for another 100 bits.
Thank you, appreciate it. We're gonna start with last week's movies. Let's start strong with One Cut of the Dead.
Okay, I can see why this got
100%.
100% on.
I'm gonna scroll down because I just want to see that glorious. Look at that.
100%
rotten. Or not rotten, but 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. 100% rotten. What the fuck's wrong with me?
It is 1000% rotten.
89 from the Google users. That's weird.
That is very weird to have Google users be under something. But I can see why this got 100%. It was very good.
Do you give it the 100%?
I get it.
I've seen it like 3 times now. So.
This is a movie I will see again. This is a movie I enjoy.
We watched the Joe Bob Briggs version as well. So he had all of his information.
His commentary is really nice.
Yeah, I love his commentary. So anyone is wondering what that is, it's on Shudder. He used to do a TV show called Monster Vision on TNT. Now he's over on Shudder doing it. And basically, he talks about the movie and facts about the movie during what would normally be commercial breaks. No commercials because it's on the internet, but he does it anyways.
Yeah, and usually he's like, let's get back to the movie. And then he'll sidetrack and go, you want to know what's funny about this?
Yeah.
And then he goes off on a small, usually like maybe 3-minute long tangent about something that is actually kind of interesting.
So this one ended with an entire speech from him. Like when the movie was done, he did a whole like moving speech about go out there and make your damn movie. Stop giving excuses why you can't make a movie. Anyone can make a movie type of thing, and how he wants to see it. And then him and Darcy took to Twitter afterwards to be like, we were serious. We want to see your movies. Send us your fucking movies.
Yeah.
Which has also gotten Lauren to not leave me alone about me making a movie because I've wanted to make movies since high school. So she is now up my ass thanks to Joe Bob about it. And
good. I would love to help you out with
help me make a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm no Tarantino. I'm no Kevin Smith. I'm more. Who's a bad YouTuber?
Have a great night. I'm a terrible YouTuber.
So, One Cut of the Dead, it's as Joe Bob explains it, it's a deep fake. And that's the best way to put it.
Okay, it's similar to a movie that we saw last week. It's a movie inside of a movie, technically. Yes. Technically.
Yeah.
Because what you got is a movie that's already been made with us not knowing the magic behind it. And at the very end, you get that one last shot, and then all of a sudden, it goes to commercial, or it shows the credits, and then it goes off to Joe Bob and goes, hold on, we're not done yet.
Yeah, so basically, you're going to get 35 minutes into this movie, and you're going to see the credits. The movie's not over. It's an hour and a half. So go back and finish watching the damn movie.
Yeah, and as soon as you get to actually see, what happened behind the scenes, you're like, they built 2-3 different types of movie here.
Yeah.
And there were some things that happened even in just the regular production of this, that was off the wall, but they still ran with it.
Yeah.
Such as during one scene,
someone
falls. They ran with that. They rolled with that whole entire scene.
Now there is about a 30-minute section of this movie that is one continuous shot, one cameraman following everyone. They said they did it 6 times before they got it.
That's not bad.
No,
because that's 3 hours of trying to get one scene right, one full scene.
Yeah, complete with effects that are going on during it.
Yeah, and when you finally see all the magic behind it, and you're like, this whole thing was just literally throw this over here, have this person over here throwing this thing, also make sound over here. Let's go ahead and hold on this shot while this is going on. And it was like, when you first see it, you're just like, this is kind of campy and corny. But when you see the whole rest of the movie, you're just like, this is brilliant.
And the production value goes up after that first 30 minutes because the first 30 minutes is supposed to be lower. It's supposed to be the single camera.
Yeah, and then it's like, then you learn the director's actions. Action!
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 Boom!
Boom!
It's in Japanese.
It is 100% Japanese. It is.
I am a slow reader and can't do subtitles. I was able to do this all 3 times.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Hello. I would see this movie again. If you said, we're not doing any of the movies, we're just gonna have a nice relaxing night, nothing that you're gonna have to do next week, but we're gonna do One Cut of the Dead, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
So we watched it when Joe Bob was doing his we were in lockdown when Joe Bob's new season was going on. So every Friday we went and we had candy and we sat there and we watched them. And then when things started opening back up a little bit before you started coming over, we had Jimmy come over and we watched it again. And then now we've done it with you.
Oh yeah.
So you stick with it. Deserves its 100%.
It deserves it.
Is this making it into a top 10 for you?
Not top 10. I still got to rework my top 10.
Top 15.
We'll go top 20.
Top 20. Okay.
We'll go top 20. But I still got to work around what my top 20 consists of. Because I'm going to tell you 2 movies, which are 2 of the Cornetto families. Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. Those are top 10 still.
Speaking of which, they dropped a new trailer for their new movie today. We haven't watched it yet. We'll get there. So okay, you'll rework your top 20. Or your top 10. We'll figure it out. As for the Hot Fuzz love that's going on in the chat, I have an amazing collector 3-disc thing of it.
Grab it real quick?
No, it's all right. They can look it up online. I'm not gonna send you all the way downstairs. But it's his police notebook is the case, and it folds down completely, and it has the notes that he would have written in it as the police officer. It's amazing.
As Mr. Angel. Look at that! It's Mr. Angel.
So let's go on and move on to the next one. So we didn't pick the second movie. Lauren did, and it's kind of like a joint effort on trying to figure these out. I want to say I'm confused on why she picked this one. I didn't think it followed the theme of a movie that changes its kind of movie halfway through. That being said, I'm not mad I watched it. I will say I felt the ending. I mean, it's Talented Mr. Ripley, for those that can't see. My bad. Yeah. The ending ruins the movie for me.
Same.
I was down for this movie until the end. That last 5-10 minutes ruined it for me.
Literally the last scene.
Yeah. We won't spoil it. No, I mean, I know it's from '99, but
it is still a very good movie.
I kind of want to go and read the book and see the differences.
You know what? I would say if you get a copy of it and you finish it, I would like to borrow it.
Okay.
Just because from start to finish, you get an ideology of someone who wants to live a better life. That's fine. That's great. An amazing hierarchy of I'm someone I'm not.
And then you see the fact that, the Talented Mr. Ripley, him using his skills to be able to mimic and get that life he wants. And then you can start seeing the lies and how they get out of control. But I was going to say the drastic measures he'll go to have the life he wants and to have the better life.
Yeah.
So it is good.
Also, it has the late, great Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. The director recently passed too, within the last couple of years, I do believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
So. But I've never seen a man have less emotion but still laugh.
Yeah.
Except for Philip Seymour Hoffman. I've never seen it.
I'm telling you, you got to watch Mission Impossible 3 with him as the bad guy. He's creepy.
I've only seen 1 and 2. I still need to see 3 in Breakpoint.
Oh, no, there's 6 of them now.
Oh, Jesus.
7 of them now. I haven't seen the last 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, Rogue Nation, Fallout,
White Fuzz.
I think there's another one in there.
I don't know. I'm already over it. I'll watch them, but I'm not going to go in. I'm going in to expect 2 things. Tom Cruise's acting, which I know is going to be a little under the top, but over the top at the same time.
Him doing his own fucking stunts because he's insane.
Sure. And Simon Pegg.
He literally hung on the outside of a jet while it took off for a scene in one of the newer ones.
I don't know. I heard in Mission Impossible 2 he was a big crybaby, so.
No. Are you talking about that recent interview that came out with the actress?
Yeah.
I read what she said and everything. She was more saying they were all dealing with a really frustrating time and shit, and she says that the pressure he puts on himself in a film, it was just kind of boiling over at that point.
Oh, okay.
So
even still, I just read that little bit.
Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout. Thank you. See, the chat saves us again.
So 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So yeah, there's 6 of them.
So I mean, one of these days we'll have to pick them all up and just fucking use those 2 for 2 weeks.
So an interesting thing.
4 for 2 weeks.
I'm spacing on the actor name. Maybe the chat can help me out. Angelina Jolie's father. He's the boss and the leader of the team in the first Mission Impossible movie. He's the dad in
John Voight.
Okay, yeah. John Voight is the character he plays in the first Mission Impossible. There you go, chat, I got it again. The character he plays in the first Mission Impossible was actually supposed to be a character from the original show, and the actor was going to come back until they found out what they were going to do with the character in that movie, and he went, "No, I'm out," and didn't do it. So John Voight comes in and did the character. The guy didn't like where they were taking his character from the show.
I like Mr. Voight. Voight has done a lot of very interesting roles. Like
National Treasure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of something that he hasn't done that I would prefer him in, but he's done all the things that is.
Yeah, good actor.
Yeah.
Miss the H. Yeah. Yeah, we'll eventually do the Mission Impossible movies. 1 is my favorite, I think.
Oh, he looks so good with a beard.
He does look good with a beard. 2's pretty good. 3's enjoyable. I love that Ving Rhames is in all of them. And then I love that when Simon Pegg shows up in 3, he kind of stuck around and has become part of the group too.
Yeah.
So, but tonight we're gonna do Tremors 1 and 2. You've never seen Tremors.
No.
Completely unspoiled to Tremors.
Yep. But
the greatest part about you watching Tremors.
You've hinted at a few things for Tremors because they're one of your favorites.
Yeah. Well, first one's great. Second one's pretty good. Third one's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth one's crap. And I haven't watched 5 and 6 yet.
Okay. The following week after that, I might buy a couple World War I movies because I know you're a big fan of World War I and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna probably do 1917.
Okay, that's the new one where.
Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, because 1917 and Midway.
I don't know if I've seen Midway.
Mm-hmm.
It's a plain one, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I just like everything about it. Just looks really nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I'm just excited for something that looks a little over the top while being under the top of this. Like you see this huge action scene, but then you look at most of the screenshots and then the actual like wall poster, and it's just like, ooh, am I supposed to be excited? Am I supposed to be thrilled? What's going on?
Yeah, all right, we'll check it out. It looks like it's a plain movie.
So for those who can hear this, Redbox is doing a lot of things for quarantine, such as selling movies at very inexpensive.
Let's rephrase that. Redbox is doing a lot of things to stay in business.
That too. So I can literally go and get 1917 and Midway for $4 a piece on Blu-ray. That's amazing. $8 for 2 movies that aren't even a year old.
Back to Tremors though.
Oh yes.
It'll be great because you'll finally get some of the inside jokes. And this will also be great because this will be Lauren's rewatch of 2. She liked 1 a lot. She hated 2, but she says she was in a bad mood that night and she wants to give it a second chance. So
okay,
this is an exciting night for me. Okay. And like the chat says, everyone loves a few good worms. Big worms.
Mask and bullworm.
Tremors is the first movie to like truly do good on VHS. It bombed in the box office, but it fucking destroyed on home video. That's why it got a sequel. Like, it did so well on home video, they went, shit, we just marketed this wrong. And so when they did 2, they didn't do 2 for theaters. They did it for home video. Yeah.
What a very interesting way to try and sell something.
No, I mean, look at it now with, Netflix and shit like that. You can make a successful movie and put it on Netflix. And it's a question is, was this movie meant for Netflix or should we put this on the big screen?
Okay.
Like, Scorsese's The Irishman. I heard it's great.
Oh.
I still haven't watched it.
Yeah.
And I love Scorsese.
Yeah.
But it was like, I would have been down to go see it in theaters and probably would have seen it in theaters. It launched on Netflix, which is in my house, and I haven't sat down to watch it yet.
Okay.
So, certain things deserve the big screen. Yeah. But let's go ahead and dive into some of the news.
What do you want to hit?
Let's go and start with TV and movies. We're already talking about movies and shit. So, I'm going to go ahead and we will hit the second to last on the left.
This one?
There you go. Animated Star Trek's thing again. I was going to talk about this last week, and I didn't, and I'm kind of glad I did because we got more images and stuff now.
Yeah.
Star Trek Prodigy. It's going to be a new animated show. It's going to be geared towards children or teens, I guess. It'll be on Nickelodeon, which I thought was the interesting place for it to go.
I mean, shit, and they threw themselves as top billing, so
yeah,
it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit fast.
So it's going to hit. They're saying early next year. And they're talking that it's going to be a group of lawless teenagers find a discarded Starfleet ship, and take it off to go on adventures. So it's also not going to have the whole
Enterprise.
Yeah, it's not going to. Well, yeah, the Enterprise. We've not had the Enterprise before.
You know what I mean.
But we're gonna have the idea of like they no longer have the bureaucracy of what can we do.
The politics.
Yeah, politics. So I think it'll be interesting. I've seen a couple shots of what I think the artwork is, and it looks like it's being done by the like a Rick and Morty style, and I kind of don't like it. I don't know.
I don't.
That right there. That's what I've seen.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't. So.
Also, the red shirts.
Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. Picard's a red shirt, if you think about it.
Oh, that's right.
It stopped mattering after the original show. Although there is that guy when they did the remake, it's just straight into the freaking drill. Yeah, there's another shot of the art. I don't know.
What is she drinking? Is she drinking bleach or alcohol?
Granted, it is technically better than the original animated show's art, which is down there.
Yeah, you got that meme of I think it's Picard or Kirk that goes. You know, the good old memes of olden times.
But yeah, I personally, I'm not a fan of the artwork. You know, I was already iffy of it when it reminds you of Rick and Morty, right?
Like, a little bit.
Yeah. And you know, for that I was like, okay, I guess the artwork works for this show. And then when he announced his new show and his game, and it was all the same artwork, I was like, okay, that's playing. Just so you know.
I know.
But
right, because it's going through the wrong thing.
Yeah.
How weird, but that's fine.
We're having a weird volume issue today.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be an all access show. So, this is Lower Decks. Sorry, this is a different show. This is the new animated show on CBS.
So they're getting a total of 2.
Yeah. So Lower Decks was the one I was gonna talk about last week. My bad. So yeah, this is Lower Decks. This is gonna be on CBS All Access, and then we're gonna get the kid one over on Nickelodeon.
So the Nickelodeon one, we don't have
artwork for yet.
So the one for CBS All Access is a more adult themed.
Maybe, yeah.
Because she was drinking, she had an unbuttoned shirt, she was ready to rumble whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it's the idea of animation's cheaper. They don't have to build sets. They don't have to do all the CGI work and stuff like that. And so they're choosing to continue a strong universe that they have, and they.
But animation's not cheap either.
I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm just saying cheaper.
Cheap. Well,
yeah. There you go. She's shit faced.
So yeah.
Right.
So this is gonna have.
So there's 2 shows. My bad.
So the one on CBS All Access, adult animation, and the one on Nickelodeon, children animation. And
I'm not gonna watch the one on CBS All Access because it's on All Access.
Yeah, there's more shows on CBS All Access that I would watch, such as Picard.
I'm just tired of paying for streaming services. I have too many.
I only have 2, and I'm happy with the 2.
I have so many, plus I pay for cable.
Oh, yeah. Never mind then.
Wait, I thought Lower Decks was originally live action. I don't know.
Because this is...
this is Lower Decks. This is, the trailer for it. I know Picard's live action. The new Picard show is on CBS All Access, and that's live action, but...
I don't know.
They scrapped.
Same thing for Star Wars EA games. Scrap.
Well,
scrap. Hey,
fucking
Quincey.
EA in general.
Scrap.
You're a piece of scrap. Speaking of Star Wars, though, there is a new Star Wars animated show coming to Disney Plus, and Bad something.
Bad Company.
I don't remember.
The day I die.
Hold up. Star Wars Bad something.
Okay.
That did not help.
That did not
help. The Star Wars animated show is what I would have gone with. No, you're just going to get a Bad Batch. There you go.
See? Fuck you.
You're going to get all the bad lip reading. It's about the special clone troopers and kind of the shit that happened after Order 66.
Now, what kind of special are we talking?
Like, these are not like the regular troopers. These are like the elite squad and shit like that.
These are like the actual bad company.
So they're the Bad Batch.
Oh, gotcha.
They were like, when they were being cloned, they were altered.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Force 99. So, Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, and Crosshair use their unique talents and specialized physiology to execute extraordinary situations on the battlefield.
Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair. There's 5 people, 4 names.
Oh, adept at working together. Yeah, so
one of these guys ain't surviving.
one of these
here we
things
go.
is not like
And
the other.
Oh wait, and after rescuing the clone trooper Echo.
Okay.
So one of these boys is named Echo. Cool.
This one's coming to Disney Plus, which is one of the billions of streaming services I do have. So I will watch this one.
Yeah, same.
I'm curious if this will start to, we'll start to see this bleed into other projects too, like we've seen with, Clone Wars is now bleeding into. Well, no, not extended. It's canon. I'm just saying we're now seeing characters from Clone Wars that are going to be in the Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if like maybe eventually we'll see a Bad Batch reference in Mandalorian or in whatever future Star Wars movie we have. I mean, all the Star Wars movies are delayed right now, but
Yeah. But then you've got their cool ass helmets.
You want one of the helmets, don't you? Okay, I think you're wrong. I think that guy's that one's Crosshair.
Yeah, this one seems like Crosshair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just poking and prodding saying 1, 2, 3, 4. I wasn't really saying.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But
there's names.
Yeah, there we go. I was right about Hunter.
Yeah.
Tech Hunter. So Echo is the front guy. Is this one here?
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
The clones were very interesting characters for Clone Wars and whatnot. I like the fact that despite being the same person cloned thousands of times, they still had personalities and whatnot.
That's a fake hand.
That it is. Oh, it's Star Wars after all.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
It's almost always the right hand. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Luke's is the right hand. Vader's both.
No.
Both legs too.
Both legs too, and his face. And
well, to be fair, the hand got chopped off twice.
Yeah.
Because Dooku chops it off, and then Obi-Wan. So, next, you don't need to pull anything up. Bill and Ted 3 dropped another trailer.
No, you're saying spoilers. You're saying spoilers for a bad movie, and I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna take my stand. I don't like the prequels.
The problem with having this conversation with him is he's going to yell two things at us as to the problems with those prequels.
Hit me.
He's going to yell at us about Jar Jar Binks.
I don't mind him.
And he's going to yell at us about the length of the pod racing scene.
Now a half hour for a goddamn pod race that made no significant value whatsoever to the entirety of the story.
So here's my theory. You're a little older than me. You were past the age mark on that movie.
I like pod racing. I do. I had the fucking N64 game.
Well, it's kind of like the whole people that were kids when the originals came out love Ewoks. People that were adults when the originals came out hate Ewoks. And kind of like that weird gray area.
Yeah. But then you have people like my mother who's like, I like Ewoks.
Yeah, my mom liked Ewoks too, but my mom was born in 77, so it doesn't matter.
70 for my mom.
Yeah, when the movies came out in the 70s, so she was a kid.
Oh, she didn't see them until she was like 18, 19.
Oh. Well, your mother's also addicted to Hello Kitty, so not a valid argument.
You're right.
We can't hate you, just be incredibly disappointed. I mean...
I'll take the disappointment at this point.
The chat's talking to each other, I think, actually. But
we have something that's active aside from us. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's because the chat, one of the guys in the chat said that he hasn't seen the original 6 movies.
I think that was Barbosa.
Oh, Barbosa. Okay, so she hasn't seen the original 6 movies.
No. But, okay. I like them. I like them for what they try and build. It's just a half hour for a pod race that has no story significance. Like, all the weird tension that Anakin had to building his pod racer, for getting what's his name, Watto, to basically agree to the whole thing. That's fine. But having a half-hour pod racing scene that literally Sebulba goes and gets mad at him and then blows up and then more filler, and it's like, you could have cut it down. We could have had more politics.
Yeah, but politics is the other thing people hate about the movies.
Well,
so
okay, the main politics of freaking Return of the Jedi is literally the betrayal of
Barbosa yelled at me for she. Yeah, no, I didn't realize it was you. I already knew you were female. Sorry, the name was cut off, so I didn't see your name before.
Yeah, we have the chat blown up so that we can see it a lot easier.
Yeah,
even though I got new glasses, go figure. But no, the main politics of Return of the Jedi was the betrayal of Lando. Was that in Return, or was that in last? Or not last?
Empire.
Empire Strikes Back?
It's Empire.
Oh, okay. Even still, point still stands. That
Return is when he flies the Millennium himself.
Okay. But even still, you have...
The other reason I can't have this conversation.
I get the names confused. I'm sorry. I still remember the timeline, but I don't remember the names of the movies. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, yeah, it's Empire with the betrayal and whatnot. No, the original 3 are solid. The prequels have weird moments. I hate sand. But I we definitely see... The pod race was too long. I get that. I don't think it ruins the movie. We see Anakin use the Force. We understand that while we've already been told he has midichlorians because of the test and whatnot, we know he's got the Force.
See,
we're seeing it in action.
I completely agree with you. Having him, have that weird issue, and then he's like, come on, and then he just, hits it, and boom. That's fine. But
it's supposed to kind of reference Luke shooting, the one spot on the Death Star.
Oh, yeah. Draw the Force, Luke. Yeah, okay, fine. Sure.
Use the Force.
You were the Force. Yes.
The funny thing is, there's one thing that always pissed me off about the originals, and it was the fact that Obi-Wan just... What the fuck was that?
I gotta go.
Question. Do lightsabers, they're hot, right? We've seen them burn doors.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the guy whose arm they cut off on the bar bleed? Shouldn't it have been... like... what's the word I'm looking for? Cauterized. Yeah. But all in all, I like the Star Wars universe. I liked Force Awakens. I felt Last Jedi didn't do anything to move the story.
Rise of Skywalker certainly didn't either.
Rise of Skywalker ended the story.
Well, it ended the story in such a weird way.
Yeah, my issue with Rise of Skywalker was because you had... I feel like the whole new trilogy suffers from the fact that there was 2 people making those movies.
Yeah.
Because you have one guy that starts the story, another guy that doesn't really move the story, did a good story, just didn't really move it anywhere, and the other guy that's like, well, nothing happened in the second one, so I've got to do it all in this one, and that was just like fucking overload.
It was a bit of a sensory overload. But I do love the extended universe that quote unquote isn't canon that could still potentially be canon, and things like Force Unleashed, 1 and 2, both great stories in their own right.
I don't like... My issue with Force Unleashed was how back and forth it was as to what Vader was like.
Well,
I feel like it contradicted itself too much while also trying to contradict the movies.
That's fair. That is very fair. But at the same time, it covers up a little bit.
Still enjoy the game.
Oh yeah, it covers up a little bit of the story of what was Vader doing between him, putting on the.
I mean, his wife's dead.
Too soon.
30. Okay. Cross says, "You know what makes a good story? What?
What makes a good story aside from pacing or your weird, or in your case, a weird." Get the
when you're supported and it's another 100. Thank you.
Thank you for another 100 bits, my dude.
That's a good one.
And you're right. Good support does help out a story.
You know what? I'm gonna make like a big ass book of coffee puns. I'm just gonna fucking write hundreds of them, and every time someone donates 100 or more, they get a coffee pun. I'll be ready for it next week. I'm doing this. So. I feel the prequels are good. The original trilogy holds up to this day.
Oh, yes.
There's a hiccup, and we talked about this, I think, a pod or two ago, where there's a hiccup when you have multiple people doing a story. It fucks things up. Lucas doing the story himself, it was more streamlined.
Yes.
That being said, you do get these things, like Clone Wars is good. This will probably be good. Mandalorian's fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is Favreau's in charge of Mandalorian, it's his story. He's just letting other people come in and write episodes and direct things. But the core of it is one guy.
Yeah.
So, basically, we got animated Star Trek coming ×2. And we've got
Prodigy
animated...
and Lower Decks.
We got animated Star Wars coming. I will probably watch Prodigy, even though it's a kid's show. I won't watch Lower Decks because I'm not paying for all access.
I've made a mention of this before. I enjoy the new children's cartoons that are slowly coming out, such as new DuckTales. I find that to be more entertaining than the old DuckTales because they give each and every character their own their own emotions to have. Huey is the adventure going, Dewey is the one who actually wants to learn things, and Louie just wants to sit around and drink sodas.
Michelangelo. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you got Webby, who used to be, the little girl with their little teddy bear. No, they actually gave her some substance and plot. They made
I've seen some of the episodes. I got them recorded on DVR.
Which
is funny because now I have Disney Plus. They don't need to be on my DVR anymore.
They don't. They gave Magic of Dispel a good angle. They gave Launchpad a good angle. They gave the triplets their own arc to finding their mother, and it was big. Yeah. It was very big, and their mother super badass. Go watch it.
Cool, good shit. I got a question for the chat now though, because this made me think. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Get back to us. Let us know. What's yours? Raphael? Mikey.
Oh. Yeah, the one who originally came up with Cowabunga.
I mean, Mikey's just so fun. Actually, fun fact. I don't know if it's both creators, but one of the creators hates pretty much anything that was created by the cartoon. So, Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady doesn't like them.
What?
Yeah.
I like Krang. Sure, Bebop and Rocksteady.
He felt they made the show too much for kids and took away all the seriousness of the comics because the comics got dark.
They were very dark,
and so he didn't like how childish. Not I guess childish isn't the right word, but how fun and loving the show was. But that's what we all think of when we think of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So we've got one for Raph, and then we've got one for Leo.
That's cool.
Yeah, Mikey. Mikey, or are you going to go with Raph?
I'm going to stick with Raph.
You're going to stick with Raph? Okay.
I mean, if I had to choose, Splinter.
Oh, Splinter is great. My mom says my dad looks like Master Splinter. And you had a child with him, so that says a lot about you.
You're going to grow up to be.
Luckily, I don't look like that much like my dad. I look more like my mom.
Oh, okay, good.
But dad's goofy. I pick on him for it.
What do we do?
I actually got two more things right here real quick. Okay. Yeah, these are quick things. So Bill and Ted 3 is still set to release in theaters. We're looking at September 1st. They dropped a new trailer.
Yeah, they did. We caught the glimpse of it. We didn't watch. I don't think we watched it. No, we didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
It still looks good, and I want to watch it.
I want to say it too. September 1st is, it's still pretty far out. It gives a chance for things to get better. As where companies like Disney have just said fuck it, and they don't have a date for Mulan right now. Also, Bill and Ted will release September 1st in theaters and at home. So you have the choice of how you want to watch it. So you can either pay a little bit more and watch it at home, or you can go to the theater.
I am fucking loving that. When they drop Scoob on demand,
it's on HBO Max now, and I haven't watched it.
Yeah, and I was ready for it. I was like, yo, I could potentially buy this if I wanted to see it. When they did Onward for Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus, yeah.
Day one,
My thing is, I like going to the theaters. I'm worried that this may be what kills theaters. I want to go to the theater.
I don't think it's going to kill theaters. I think it's just going to be a little bit longer because
they're losing a lot of money.
Hold on. People who are within the sound of my yelling voice, I need you to wear your goddamn masks.
We don't get. Yeah, Onward was cute. I still haven't watched it. I really wanted to. I was going to go see it in theaters.
It is very much a Dungeons and Dragons.
And we don't get political here, but while we're on the subject of masks, we had an anti-mask protest in Henderson today. I want to go through there after eating a really big meal and just crop dust that whole crowd. So moving on, boys. The boys already got season 3. They were confirmed for season 3, and they're saying early 2021, which tells me they're going to try to film during all this crap. So
that's fine, just long as they stay safe. That's all I care about.
Yeah. I don't have AEW for you guys tonight. I saw some friends I haven't seen in a long time, so I did not watch AEW last night.
Yeah.
That is it on movie and television stuff, unless you have anything you want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay. Let's move to games.
All right, so let's do BAM! So...
I didn't think it was going to be a thing.
I didn't either, and this is a new showcase, which I'm super happy because technically Molyneux does not own this. Molyneux does not own Fable. He's helped write it, and he's helped produce it. He does not own Fable. So...
Did you play 3?
I
Would you call what he did helping?
Okay, he did the first one. He did 80% of the first game.
Chicken Chaser. Chicken Chaser.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed the first 2 games.
It's the chicken kickoff.
I didn't like certain things about 2.
I like the gunplay.
Cross, what do you want to talk about? No, I felt they took away how well the aiming worked in 1 because they did guns in 2 and it fucked up the aiming. Throwing money at friends.
I'll be right back. Keep talking about it.
Oh, he's taken off. You scared him away. Last time I saw Fable was at Retro Gaming Store at the mall. I actually still have my original copy of 1. I do not have a copy of 2 anywhere. But through Game Pass, I have 1, 2. I think 3's on there as well. They had the whole trilogy. 2 at a decent price. I didn't like 3, so I mean, it would be like, I feel like giving any money towards 3 is just, it's wrong. It's not the right thing to do. Oh, okay. I see what he did. He did something because of the money. You got a backwards hat.
Gotta get the backwards hat. Thank you, Cross, for the 500 more bits.
But yeah, so they haven't said anything about what the story is, but the way the trailer is, a little bit of it wasn't much of a trailer.
If it's a redux of the first story, I'm already...
With the way they were talking, I think it's a whole new thing.
Okay.
They're saying your story hasn't happened yet. They're like, some stories ended good, some stories ended bad. Your story hasn't begun yet. But this is supposed to be in engine, and this is actually a very beautiful trailer. Now, here's where you're going to get excited. Series X, that part sucks, because we don't have Series X. PC, on Game Pass.
I get it for free!
You get it when it launches. And if I get a gaming PC or use this one for gaming, I can play it too. Backwards hat in all caps. There you go.
Backwards hat in all caps.
Making it rain here. I like Fable, so seeing a new one made me happy.
1 and 2, fine. 3, I can't. I physically can't.
They had Legends was supposed to be a thing, and then they canceled the project, right?
It literally threw me in to a story I was not happy with.
Yeah, right off the bat, 3 just...
3 was like, hey, you're now a prince of this entire nation that's having a weird conflict. Also, your girlfriend dies. Oops, sucks to be you. Hey, about that. Gonna have to tell you to, go and fight these things. Also, you're kind of stupid. You're gonna have to kind of fix that. Also...
Was 3 the one where you could choose between being the brother or the sister?
Yeah, you can choose your gender, but
yeah.
You're either the princess or prince.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
I was just trying to remember.
It's so dumb.
Because I know that there wasn't a choice in 1 because your sister has to become a very specific character in 1.
Correct.
So.
And I fucking love the additional story for 1.
I haven't finished it, but I did start playing it. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
I'm on the island. I've already bought a house and everything. I'm enjoying it. I just haven't actually finished it.
That ending, though.
So.
I actually want... you already know who the Jack of Blades is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get that tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
The funny thing is we were talking about tattoos last night after dinner with Jenna Piper. And everyone has decided I will never get a tattoo. And I was like... I thought you said you were gonna try maybe when I have kids I thought about getting something, but I love how everyone was just like, it's not you. Like, yeah. And I'm like,
I don't see that.
Well, I don't want anything so far.
It's not really a grind game, actually. It has a little bit of grindy if you're going magic route, because magic does improve, but Fable's not that grindy. Fable 1 was fine. Fable 2 was a little grindy for certain things, but it was fine.
The one thing that I realized early on playing Fable was enemies respawn like a motherfucker. So if you just don't fast travel, you don't have to grind that hard. Just kill shit along the way.
Yeah. And, you can run past everything.
That too, but why not get the experience of the gold, the apples,
and anything that was walking around.
Take a chicken.
Yeah, anything that was walking around, you just fucking pull out the bow. If you have the ability that allows you to go into first person and gain super shot, headshot.
I love the heads pop off and spin in the air, which just defies gravity. Sir Isaac Newton's fucking throwing a fit.
Yeah, and I love the flourishes with most of the sword strikes where you're like.
Yeah.
And then you can hold it, and if you strike at a better time, it knocks them off balance. And I'm just like...
Yeah, it was more than just swinging a sword. It looked good.
Good!
3 really suffered from the story.
3 was not great.
Okay. The scene with the dog in 2 upset me a lot.
Oh, yes.
So, we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
So Fable, we don't have a release date, but they are saying Series X, so maybe this holiday, probably at most early next year.
Yeah.
It's coming to Series X and PC. Go watch the couple-second trailer. It's beautiful, and there's a fairy flying around. There's a frog. There's a town in the distance.
Molyneux isn't going to be a part of it, so
not that I know of.
Yeah, Molyneux needs to retire if he needs to retire. I'm not going to go.
So the chat's talking about it. What's more grindy than Fable? You think? What's pretty grindy?
Any JRPG, like, well, there's that fairy we were talking about.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, the frog grabs her.
I'm gonna watch it real quick. But I like cross. Need you to not. I appreciate you, but I need you to not.
What let me pull out a pun.
Okay, you're gonna pull out a pun? I'm gonna pull out a pun. While I watch this and try not to look at chat
my face
and cry.
All right.
Ooh.
Go out and give it your best shot.
Okay.
Add a shot.
Yeah.
Stop grinding.
Stop giving him money.
Gotcha. It looks beautiful. They say it's in engine.
Engine?
Yeah.
Well, see, with the Series X is very much a powerhouse as far as, so I can see this being a smart idea.
Yeah. It looks good.
It looks good.
So, all right. Moving on from there. So, I'm assuming we'd have to pay for the DLCs. Outer Worlds has it. Oh, well, you can talk about that if you
want. I mean, I do enjoy Forza Horizon 4.
I don't play them.
Well, the last Forza Horizon, just because, well, I mean, it brought a battle royale to a racing game. Where do you honestly come off having a battle royale?
Where does every game come off with having a fucking battle royale?
Well, no, it's fun.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah,
I've tried Nuclear Winter, the Fallout 76 one.
Oh yeah,
it's fun if you have people that know what they're doing on your team, because it's like teams of 4.
Oh,
it's actually kind of an interesting concept.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
I don't find myself spending any time in it.
Look at that Ducati.
So yeah, this is the new Forza Motorsports. Do we have information on what it's releasing for?
Series X, of course.
Well, yeah, everything on this list is going to be Series X.
And I'm sure it's going to be Game Pass because it's a Forza.
I don't have Muns to tip my Witcher TT. Toss
a coin to your Witcher.
So this is going again.
Valley of Plenty.
Stop bringing this up. He sings it every time.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh.
That's fine. You not tipping us, we still appreciate you being here, listening and watching.
Yes, we appreciate your company. We also saw Everwild on the way from picking up our little board meeting food. We like what we saw. We just don't know what kind of game it is. We have nothing to really say about it. It looks good.
It tells us nothing.
It tells us for 2 minutes. It does like a really nice like druidic thing. It looks fucking stellar. But I need to know, is it a walk around? Like, it's so pretty. It looks like you're playing a druid.
I'm really worried how this is going to sound for the podcast, the audio.
It's barely picking it up. It's low. But here, I'll make you feel better. There you go.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. But it looks great. It looks like it would be great if it's just
the art reminds me of something. I can't figure out what.
Breath of the Wild.
Didn't play it, so I don't think that was that.
No. Oh, if it's something that you played, then Outer Worlds.
No, it's not that.
No. Borderlands.
Definitely not that.
No.
I think you were closer with Breath of the Wild, but either way, it doesn't tell us what the game is. It doesn't tell us how it functions as a game. It doesn't tell us what you're doing in the game.
You just see them doing a weird reliquary dance, which is cool. I like that. And then the deer comes back alive, and then you see a spirit of the deer, and then it's like, cool.
When it comes to those infuser things, the
reliquary.
Yeah, the reliquary. When you're learning to do that, how many times do you think you hit yourself in the face?
Oh, many. Many. Racing games are fun to a degree. If you do them overly realistic, like Project Cars or Gran Turismo, it loses a little bit more luster. I like having a little bit of the arcadey style, like with Forza or with Need for Speed.
So it's like whenever I talk to someone about Fallout or Wolfenstein or anything like that,
okay,
and they go, "It's not very realistic." I'm not playing it for realism. If I want to experience real life,
is bothering you.
If I want to experience real life, my ass will go outside.
Now, see, I like Mario Kart. I fucking love Mario Kart. Give me some Double Dash any day. Now, with the recent ones, the ones that involve like the hang gliding and all that,
I haven't played Mario Kart since the 64.
I remember there was a video on your Twitter from a long time ago.
It's on Facebook actually.
That's it.
Of me and my buddy Carlos playing it. He sucks at Mario Kart.
You just knocked Goon out of the #1 spot, Cross.
I mean, that's okay.
That's okay.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, all of the bits you're giving us right now are all going toward improving this. So much appreciated, man. The first one on the DS was Double Dash.
All right, here's another one for you. Keep your head up. You won't want to fall in hot water.
I like that one.
And all credit for these go to Lauren. She wrote most of these. So.
I like that one. That one's actually really nice.
Back to the Mario Kart and the cars thing. Yeah, I don't do good at racing games, but if it is something like Mario Kart, it's fun. I enjoy it.
You like the arcades, the arcade style racing.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I didn't spend too much money on the arcade ones, honestly.
Well, I meant arcade style.
No, I know what you mean, but it's like it wasn't what drew me in. So, I don't play Forza. I played Need for Speed for a while, but
I just want to see how much it goes for right now. Because if it means I can if I can put some money toward this,
$4,000.
You're thinking?
No, it's right there, $4,000.
Yeah, I want it. I want it so bad.
It was literally just Mario Kart DS. Yeah, the first one on the DS was just DS. I think they're right.
That's fine.
I also didn't have a DS, so for me, the N64 was the last Nintendo console I had until the Wii U.
Look at that! Look at how nice that looks.
Scratch that. When it came to handheld, the last thing I had was a Game Boy SP.
My last handheld was a 3DS XL, and I liked it. It's just I didn't have very much for it, so.
Lauren's got the 3DS.
Yeah.
I bought her the Zelda one.
Yeah.
But. So yeah, racing. I can't really say much on it. A couple more things that we liked from the Xbox Series X showcase. We're getting a DLC to the Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I just pulled that up.
Peril on Gorgon, which ruins an ongoing joke that I have with Lauren. I told her I was going to name our daughter Gorgon, but it had to be said Gorgon.
Okay. But I loved Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds was great. It was very lackluster toward the very end because of the choices I made, but I blame myself for that just because I was an antisocial douchebag that said gun first, talk later. Oh, I'll deal with talking when I can.
I played the good guy savior of the world, but I feel like they kind of oversold us on the open world aspect
a little bit because it was very much here's the area that you can go through.
Yeah.
Pick your place, and then there's like small little encampments here and there, but there was nothing really.
And sometimes the game felt a little empty sometimes.
A little.
And a little too easy sometimes.
I was blowing shit up. I was wrecking.
Oh yeah, as soon as I customed myself a rifle, I was good. Headshots all day.
I'll take about 2.
As for
the DLC,
yeah, the way the DLC is going to work, they're saying it's going to be 6 to 8 hours. So they're saying roughly about the amount of time you spent on the first planet. You broke it.
I broke it.
6 to 8 hours, about the time you spent on the first planet. There will be dialogue for all the characters you brought onto your ship. You will even run into some familiar faces on this because it's a new planet. And thank you again, Cross. Bumping it up to 2,500 because it's a really nice number.
He did 2,500 bits. He did.
So it's like it's one of those things where it's like I like even numbers. I don't like when things end on like a 3. But I love when things end on a 5. Why is that, you think? Like, because 5's odd. But multiples of 5 are great.
I I don't know. That is actually kind of weird.
You know it's better than 24.
25.
Back to Outer Worlds. They're saying it's going to function with the rest of the game. It's not going to be a side story. You're going to have to go back to other planets to complete things for the new world that's going on and stuff like that.
I like that because I was talking to you about this. I said I enjoy things that kind of attach to it, and I brought up Mass Effect, and I was like, that technically was, but it wasn't. Now, one that did work with it, Fallout 3, Broken Steel.
Well, that fixed their ending too. So so it had the bonus of like, you guys did a bad ending, and now fixed it. So like there's a bonus. But like, look at the ones in Fallout 4. I mean, Fallout is a good example. Far Harbor and all that. It functions in that world and whatnot without furthering the story
or intruding
or intruding on the story. Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say the robot one in 4 intruded on the story a little bit, because now there's this whole section where like if you fucking walked in there, you're actually like triggering a level 40 fucking DLC.
Now he just wanted to tick us off.
So you're being so nice.
He was. I'm looking forward to it because we get it for free.
I don't think the DLC is coming to Game Pass. We'll have to buy the DLC, but we got the game for free, so I mean, might as well give them some money somewhere.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's only going to be what, $10? Was it?
The article I read did not have a price. If you can find it, go for it.
We're just gonna check IGN. Let's see.
$14.99.
Oh, $14.99 or the expansion pass,
which will get the next one as well.
Oh, okay, so you save $5.
Yeah.
I would probably do the 25.
I still want to stream this game and do a fucking genocide run where I literally just kill everyone. I'm gonna shoot all the characters.
A man after my own heart.
I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. So I'm glad to see something from this, because it was like the game had a lot of hype. We were all jamming out to Passenger by Iggy.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a few things that it promised that it didn't live up to, but it was still fun.
Yeah, and then we all kind of beat it, and that was it.
I said I was going to go back to it, but you're right. We beat it, and it just kind of...
I don't even know if it's installed on my console anymore.
Oh, it's still installed on mine, because 4 terabytes, motherfucker. I paid my $80 to get that.
Yeah, I know. So I bought James's dad Game Pass for 6 months.
Ooh.
So that he could play a bunch of games with me. And he started 76 and stuff like that.
Okay.
But he's like, I don't have any space, because he has no externals at all, and he has the original Xbox One. And I'm like, all right, next purchase is a solid state or something, An
external,
yeah, something. Because now you've got 233 games that you can't download.
That's a lot of games.
There's 233 games on Game Pass, or 234 now, because
let's hit that.
Yeah, what is it called?
Carry On
hit today. Or maybe not today, but just hit.
I have been excited for this game since E3 of last year. Not this year, well.
You want to pull up an image, or do I want to hold my phone up to the camera?
I mean, go ahead and hold your camera, because, I mean... it actually started the video.
Carry on. You're the monster experiment escaping a lab, basically, is what it comes down to.
Now, this kind of is developed by Devolver Digital.
Of course, because look at how weird
or
it is.
Published by, I'm sorry. The developer is Phobia Game Studio, and they've made, I believe, 2 games so far. Yeah, Butcher and Carry On, both where you play the villain.
I mean, are you the villain? You're the experiment. I mean...
Well, villain. I mean...
Villain.
Villain. Like, you could be the good thing trying to get out just because,
They're describing it as body horror, and I don't agree unless you started out human and then became this thing.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to kind of go into it, but the music I heard was super great. I'm excited. I have been excited. It looks so great.
I've heard of this game. Yeah, it was announced at E3 last year. It just hit Game Pass. I think it's available on both PC, and.
Look at that.
Music make you lose control. Your song's on.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Let's go.
I'm gonna check right now to make sure whether or not it's on, if it's on PC as well.
Okay.
But it's only 358 megabytes.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that big.
Nope, just Xbox One.
Okay, I'm fine with it. I'll download it on the Xbox One. I will go. I'm probably gonna stream this somewhere down the line. Like, I want to. I really do. I have zero problem with wanting to do this.
Now, I mentioned body horror because that's what I've seen about some of the reviews for it, and it just made me think we need to do a Cronenberg night. Have you watched some real body horror?
I would love to.
So you highlighted this. What's up?
So Metroidvania, to be a weird goo monster and have to retrace your steps to get to certain areas. Okay, what an interesting idea. Because I love Metroidvanias. I haven't played too many as of recently, but I would like to go through it. But doing it as a weird, just blah blah blah, blah monster, I'm interested. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna do it. Let me move this over here so that way it doesn't give away anything else.
And then the only other thing that jumped out from the Series X game showcase would be Halo. I haven't played Halo in years. I played one of them a little bit to get some points on the Xbox. That was it.
Bum, 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 bum.
But it's looking more like old Halo in a good way. So this is coming to Game Pass as well. It'll be on the Series X, the Xbox One, and PC. Yeah. So any Halo lovers out there, I mean, might want to give it a shot. Now, this may be what you need.
Now, see, Grassraptor mentions, I love the gameplay they showed off. I'm sure the gameplay looked nice. I still have to dig through them. I've done 1 and half of 2. I'm still working through it because I haven't had an Xbox 360. The time I had an Xbox 360, I played through Fable 1, was starting to go through Gears of War 1, and then I Red Ring.
Well, we have the Master Chief Collection.
That's
now,
correct.
So
I'm working my way through it. It's just more new games keep coming up, and I'm just having to dig through all of them.
This one's gonna hit Game Pass, so it's gonna be there too. It's also now currently on Steam for pre-order. So anyone that wants it on PC can go and grab it on Steam.
I'm behind a lot of games right now, so this is gonna hurt me time-wise.
I mean, time-wise, financially.
Well, financially it's gonna be fine because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, true. Gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
Go for it.
Up shoe news. All right, so Doraemon.
I don't know anything about this.
Doraemon is
this isn't me.
Very old Shonen Jump style characters. Very beloved Japanese animation. I like the look of it. Their inspired shoe that comes from Nike.
Yeah. And thank you again to Sneaker News for having all these images for us because, like,
these are already creased.
Yeah, you gotta break them in.
No, you do not crease your Nikes.
You gotta break them in.
Do not crease your Nikes.
So the one thing I'm worried about with my Toms, the Spider-Man ones I'm wearing right now.
Yes.
Worries me. You get that bend right there.
I had to look away. It was so bad.
Yeah. There's like no bendingness to the shoe. Those are the other ones that were on the news, but we had talked about these a while back, and I didn't want to redub on it. So the Grateful Dead ones are, you can buy them now.
I mean, they added a little bit of extra. They added the bears up on the top.
Yeah, I still don't get Grateful Dead from this. I don't look at this and go, Grateful Dead.
It's just, I guess, the bears themselves.
I guess.
The fuzz, I have no fucking... The fuzz is what...
Bears are fuzzy.
Off. I get it, but the fuzz on the shoe.
Now, the other shoes, is the Shonen Jump character. Those aren't actually released yet. Do we have a price on them? I don't know if we did or not.
Negative. These are on announcement. That's it.
Okay. So if we see something, we'll let you know. With the Grateful Dead ones, I think you're looking at 110.
Yeah.
So you hit your Humble Bundle, I think.
All right. So Humble Bundle's got a couple new bundles. I already talked about the Pathfinder. I've already talked about the Warhammer. Today, they started up a Paradox Interactive one. Now, with the Paradox Interactive, it helps out 2 pretty interesting charities. SANS, which is... SANS supports anyone affected by death of a baby, works in partnership with health professionals to help ensure the bereaved parents and families receive the best possible care and funds research to help reduce the numbers of babies dying and devastated by this tragedy. That's immediate. And then, of course, Covenant House, which helps out for homeless youth, so that way the other side of the spectrum can be helped out, those who lose their parents over any sort of mishap. I support this because
the good charities, and then the games.
The games. Tyranny is on this. Tyranny is a very, very great game. I recommend it very highly. Oh my god, wasn't expecting that loud. Me and Cross were actually just having a discussion about it not too long ago, but it's a very great game and made by Obsidian, who is from the original Fallouts.
Or the game we were talking earlier with
Outer Wilds.
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
Wilds is the other game.
Wilds the other game. Yes, I like them both.
I didn't play Wilds.
Oh.
So what else is on this list? We got
Age of Wonders, which is a pretty okay game.
Oh, by the way, the chat said fuzz just because.
Just because.
All right, yeah. I mean, if Uggs can do it, fuck it. Why can't sneakers?
I guess. You know what? I'll go with that one. Way to go, Ease. Europa Australis, which Universalis. I'm sorry. Which is kind of like a Risk style game that has a little bit more.
It's like Paradox, so very board game esque.
Very board game esque.
Okay.
And Warlock, Master of the Arcane. This one's a real time strategy tower defense.
Interesting.
It kind of has the similar Risk feel.
Gotcha.
Cool stuff. Pay the average of $7.91. You get Necropolis, which is a Souls-like. Like it looks very simple in its method, but I'm not mad at it.
Raptor wants to know if we saw the new Warhammer 40K game trailer. I did not. I'm not a Warhammer person.
I'm kind of a Warhammer person.
Not that I have anything against. I've just never played.
Yeah. Oh god, all the books that just released not too long ago. It went from this being about maybe 60 books, give or take, including like first edition to 9th edition that's going out right now, to about that. They over doubled their entire book sets, or games, or lore, or otherwise.
Gotcha.
Like if I were to go back right now to like 3rd edition, I would probably try and pull you toward like
I wish you had to find like a lore podcast and just.
God, if it's for Warhammer, you're gonna be sitting there for hours.
Well, I mean, I drive for hours for work.
Okay. I'm not trying to dissuade you on that, but I'm trying to persuade you on trying to just solidify one type that you would go after. Because you got humans of all sets, Terran of all sets, then you have orcs of all sets, and then you have undead of all sets, and then you have psionic of all sets, and then you have, oh my god.
I just want to bet someone did a video out there that is the Warhammer universe in 5 minutes.
I mean, it would probably simplify it to the easiest degree. Yeah. Tell you about the
Warhammer is one I've heard is good, says Grass Raptor. Thank you. All right. I'll look into it.
Yeah, but as far as the new game, we have not really, just because neither one of us are big on it. Dark Heresy is one of the few tabletop sets I was looking through.
Okay.
I definitely want to go through a Dark Heresy if I can find a bunch of players that want to do it. I'll probably host it. Why not?
Cool.
But that's years down the line. That's when I got some money and some time on my hands. But with the way things are going, go ahead and send it to me. I'll check it out.
Grassrapper said Warhammer lore in 1 minute.
I don't like it. Damn. I don't like that someone had to do that.
Well,
is it up to date? That's my main thing. Is it up to date? Because with all the
I mean, people have to do it though, because some of these things have been going on for so long.
Fucking
I had to watch one for the first Witcher because I was like, I'm not going to go back and play the first Witcher. I played 2 with its broken ass fucking combat, and then I was into 3, and I was like, well, shit, I need one story, and so I went and I fucking watched the lore thing on 1. God, 2's combat was so fucking broken.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh,
back to the Humble Bundle.
Victoria, which is similar to Universalis.
Okay.
Stellaris, same thing, but in space. I prefer Stellaris. It's much more calming. It actually doesn't like grind your gears as far as what decisions you make. Thank you for making it even 25.
We're back to 5.
We went back to 25.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cross, for more. But Battletech and Tyranny, both really great games. I've received them both through Humble Bundle Monthly, and in case you guys missed this, for $12 you get both of these amazing games
plus all the
other stuff, and you're helping out a set of really good charities. So go ahead and check out the link down in the description.
There's a $17 mark.
There was
right there.
Oh, okay. So this one here, very interesting. You basically, it's a lot more of Rome, and it's similar to oh god, what is that game called? Sid Meier's Civilization.
Okay.
But this one actually allows you to like create the areas around you instead of just saying places here, places here. This has this resource, so we're gonna mine it. No, this one actually allows you to do some actual building.
I find the giant people on the map to be interesting.
That's just the style of that.
But yeah, so I mean, $17. That's a lot of games and some decent ones in there.
Yeah, and if in case you haven't had a Humble Bundle monthly before, boom, you immediately get 1 month free for new subscribings.
Also, remember, we're which direction? That direction. We're a humble partner.
Yes.
Or that direction.
That behind you.
Or there we go. I'll get the flex in. The mic's blocking yours. Yeah, a humble partner. Basically, you're just gonna help him keep gaming like crazy and yell at him to stream all the chat. Yell at him right now that he needs to stream some games.
Now that I got AC, I'm gonna be more inclined to do it. But shut up.
Chat, yell at him. I'm waiting for it. They're gonna start yelling any second.
Toss a coin to your witcher. Oh, Valley.
So we're gonna hit some of the toys and whatnot that jumped out to me from San Diego Comic-Con at home. Next.
You think I'm done?
What else could you possibly have?
Comics.
Oh, there's always so many comics on these.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They've been doing a lot of drops for comics lately. Like the last month and a half, they've been doing like one every other.
It's all
week.
indie stuff.
It's all mostly.
Yeah, I mean, Image is technically indie. So.
Well, oh, okay, then yes. But I have no clue. I've already done a little bit of research on some of these, and I was like, I have never.
So I'm the comic guy.
He's the comic guy.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've only heard of 2 of these, and I have not read them. Okay. And that would be, go back up for me. That would be Strangelands, and that would be Omni.
Oh.
Let's see what the next set is. So that's the first set for $1, right?
Yeah.
At $8, the Twilight Man. That looks interesting. The zombies that ate the world. Okay.
Oh.
Some interesting looking stuff. More Strangelands. What do we got? More Omni.
I kind of want to know what Big Country is about because it looks like what's that? Harrow County. That one that I really like. The one that has all the like witchcraft and undead
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Okay. Well, click on it. It gives you. I think it gives you something, doesn't it?
It gives you a PDF to look at.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
OS family in 1980. We're in Texas and it's 1978. Ooh, I like that.
Okay. So kind of,
jumps time.
Interesting.
Cool.
Let's see what else is on here. More Omni, Moonface. I don't really know most of these.
Loving Dead.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Barbarella, so old movie. Leopard print, like loincloth and like tank top bra type of thing. No, not jumping at you. All right.
But that exists. I mean, if
It's
you're
old
saying
movie.
you're saying it's popular.
Yeah.
Old popular. Retro?
Fuck, I don't even know if retro goes back far enough.
Oh.
So Cross saying likes games around the Roman era. I do too. The Roman era is interesting. One of the things that got me into the idea of playing Odyssey, because I didn't like Origins when it came to Assassin's Creed, was the concept of all the Greek mythology and shit like that. So,
this is very, very risque. We're getting into. I'm gonna have to cut that short. So for 15, you get a lot of risque stuff.
Yeah, apparently. About to get in trouble with Twitch.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad that our screen was just
it cuts
barely covering it. So I'm gonna quickly zoom by it. There you go. There you saw it. Bye.
All right. Well, it helps the Hero Initiative, which we've talked about in the past.
Is
that a video of Stan? I'm gonna cry.
he was one of the ones who started up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that also ties into one of my news stories here in a second. So, good stuff. Go check out the Humble Bundles. We can't show you the full list for reasons. Yeah. So, go if you're 18. I would assume you need to.
Like it literally says, this content may not be suitable for all audiences.
It would help if we read.
Yeah. But
was there any more Humble Bundles that jumped out at you?
I don't think so. There's more coding. There's
coding's always good while you're locked in your house.
Yeah. The Summer Adventure ones, which has
the Batman's
for very inexpensive. Dark Souls franchise at least 60% off, which is amazing for Dark Souls games. Be the Change is still up there.
Delivery Man 3000.
Delivery Man 3000 is still full price. Like, I know it just dropped on Steam, but I don't think it should have been 60. Personally.
I mean, dropped, like flopped.
On its head.
Oh, what's that one? Because I am a big Tropico fan.
This one's just a publisher sale.
Oh, it's just a publisher sale? I mean, it all still helps with charities, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Humble in general does charities. All right, so it's Calypso. So, well, out of Calypso, I mean, it's really just Tropico for me. I don't really get into the whole train thing. I mean, Anna, I hear, is really good. And it's supposed to be really pretty. Yeah, I don't know anything about the rest of this. All right. So let's touch on a couple Comic-Con toys. Oh, that's a face to go into.
Oh my god.
I forgot we had it pulled up that way.
Whoa.
So NECA Toys did their new Blood in Ultimate Form. It's a new Jason Voorhees character. If you
like it.
I like it too. You got mask, no mask. You can see some. Oh, you can't see because it cuts off. It's referencing one of the movies when his mask finally breaks off.
I can click it. I clicked it. Oh no,
it's not right.
Oh,
because it's a comment on this. There you go. Yeah, so basically it's referencing this scene. I like the interchangeable weapons.
That's some really good
work.
Yeah.
I mean, they did some good shit on those movies. They did some bad shit on those movies too, but I like the the different different weapons, showing off the different ways he kills in the movies. This is a pretty cool one. This company does a lot of cool things. We've seen some Predator ones from them. We've seen other Jason ones. They did a Jason one, I think, back in March, right?
That one right there, isn't that one of them?
My Spawn one?
Yeah, is that Spawn?
That's from Spawn. No, that's from McFarlane Toys.
Okay. I know you had one of them. I should have sworn.
Possibly. I've got too much shit in here.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about one of the Horsemen, I think Horsemen, from Spawn. That's actually straight from McFarlane Toys.
Yeah, and you got it for super inexpensive because the box was destroyed, right?
Yep, and it was in the days of GameStop. Let me put this for you. They still sold and bought Super Nintendo games when I bought that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of an older thing. So this is one of their new San Diego Comic-Con announcements. A couple other toy companies announced a few things. We're not going to go through all the photos, but there's a new Doc Brown one where they've got like a shocked face, and you can change out the hands. So he's wearing gloves, not wearing gloves, things like that. But let's go ahead and move over to that now. Funko. I have stopped buying Funko. I have too many.
I slowed down. I went from literally like 3 a month, maybe.
So they have an actual section on their website for all the San Diego things. That's what we're looking at here. So you went from 3 a month to what? To
maybe 1 every 4 months. Like, I've slowed down drastically.
So
some of these I've already heard about, such as the Hello Kitty.
I'm sure you did.
Bakugo.
The bird up there, that's an actual Funko character, right?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I don't know anyone that buys the Funko characters. Freddy Funko and all that.
Yeah. I do. I know 2 YouTubers that do. And they buy them just for the collective purposes.
Gotcha. I like the Steve Aoki one. What is he holding?
His
Oh, it's cake. Okay.
Yeah. And then Bakugo, I like the little tiny little explosion booms.
Yeah, those are cool. The one I got excited for is at the very end, but we'll work through it. Is that... I can never remember the colors for the turtles. I know you guys are going to yell at me. That's Mikey, right?
That's Mikey.
Okay.
With the surfboard.
Oh, he's got pizzas on his trunks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the Goku one.
Silver the Hedgehog? I don't think that's Silver. I think that is Supersonic.
I don't know the hedgehogs. Like, I know Sonic, I know Shadow, I know Tails.
Yeah,
but I don't know like all the incarnations of the hedgehogs.
Yeah, I think that's Supersonic and Tails, and I don't think they're packaged together. Either that, or they're going to be a 2-pack.
Yeah, I think they just announced them together because they're
same property.
Yeah, same property. I don't think they're actually packaged together.
Yeah, because I mean, I would like to see more than just Bakugo Explosion Boy. Like, I want to see another like action froppy, or more anime that has better.
How do you feel about the soda thing? The game Sega wants us to forget. What was the one where you made your own hedgehog?
That is Heroes.
Okay, that sounds terrible. I would not want that. How do you feel about the sodas though?
Soda's all right. I can't be mad at that. It's a good retro.
They do it. If you scroll down a little further, there's a Nightmare Before Christmas one. Yeah, it's the clown with the tearaway face.
Yeah. I am the clown with the tearaway face.
The Office. Batman and Robin Freeze. Okay, I've already looked at this, and that one escaped me. That is awesome. I want that.
Stay cool.
Chill.
Sonic Forces. That's right.
Sonic Forces.
Heroes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You're right. Good call. Thank you. I liked Heroes. Heroes was actually kind of fun because it allowed you to interchange, and it had like the Lost Vikings feel where you needed particular characters sets. But it was still broken as fuck, but it was fun.
See, I don't think all these Masters of the Universe are coming in one pack. I think this is just they're showing all the Masters of the Universe ones they're announcing.
Yeah. What is this? Oh,
Emperor's New Groove. Is that my voice? Is that my voice? The Zim with the mini moose. Click on the DC one.
Oh, sorry.
Black Lightning, Ra's al Ghul.
Oh.
And for anyone that's going to argue, it is spelled R-A-S. I know it seems like it should be Raz. It's an actual word that's not English. It's fucking Raish, people. They even call it out several times. That one's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I love fighting those things. Like
Jackie, baby!
I like fighting any of the jetpackers in Star Wars, because normally you damage their jetpack in it. Just click left on the left arrow.
Jackie, baby!
I want that one.
Jay and Silent Bob
reboot. Iron Bob.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Jay and Silent Bob reboot yet. You got the zombie thing. Yeah. And it's a 10-inch one.
Yeah. I can't be mad at it.
I don't even know what it's referencing.
I think it's just the
it's the new Harry Potter one for the listeners.
Yeah, I know. It was for the Wizarding tournament or something or other. It was that
Tri-Wizard tournament?
I think so.
I thought that was orange because he's in Gryffindor.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Or not orange. That's the one I was excited about.
Look at him.
The Quidditch Cup. Gotcha. Okay. And like the Hef thing. I want this one. And it's being done by Power Entertainment. So it's Stan. It's from Iron Man 1 when he's dressed as Hugh Hefner. Also click left and you're going to see one that I can't believe they're making.
No!
They're doing the mouthless Deadpool. They're doing the X-Men Origins.
Who wanted it?
For the 20th anniversary, they're actually doing this. I hope Ryan Reynolds buys it. Hold on.
Yeah, I hope that it says, like, the bad Deadpool, or, like, not Deadpool, or something.
It's probably just going to say, like, Weapon X, or...
I'm hoping. If it says Deadpool, I am done with Funko, because...
There's no name on it.
I know, but I'm just saying when it comes out. Yeah.
And Grass Rapper also says that they're a Harry Potter hoe. I mean, I've read all the books, I've seen all the movies, I've been to Harry Potter Land in California. I'm a Hufflepuff, but there's just certain things that my brain can't retain. There's just so much information in here.
There is, and I mean,
and it's all useless.
And all the
Anchorman
set. I can't be mad with the little tiny doggo with the hamburgers on.
Oh, not me. Barbosa is the Harry Potter hoe. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Same. I'm the Ravenclaw. My brother's a Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I know. And you are Griffin?
No, Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff?
Yeah, I like food.
Yeah, she's Slytherin.
She's Slytherin. Lauren Slytherin. I didn't watch the sequel to Anchorman. I watched the first one. I kind of get the hype. It was funny. So
also, I want to make it known.
This one of them is scented. What would the scent be? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Lauren might know. She was more into the movie than me. What else we got on this list?
There you go.
I need it.
35 years.
I know. It's my favorite movie. So it's the Marty McFly, sunglasses up, looking at his watch. I've already got a Doc Brown one. It's him trying to reconnect the power thing. It was a Loot Crate one. It was actually my first Loot Crate or my second Loot Crate.
Look at how cute she is.
And Critical Roles. What's the character?
Vexalia.
Barbosa's going nuts in the chat.
Yep. I was so hyped when they announced this. I want to see like No Mercy Percy, Grog. I want to see all of them.
So they're all Comic-Con limited editions. Comic-Con's not happening. Where do you buy them? What's the... I don't know the process.
This one's going to be available on Critical Role Store.
Okay.
And for pre-purchase.
So I'm assuming the limited edition is probably different than the one on the store, though.
No, this is gonna be this one.
It's the exact same. Then how's it a Comic-Con limited edition?
I think maybe because this one might have something else. I don't know. Like I'm hoping. Also, I want it to be known. Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fake character's name in Critical Role that has their own general store that goes trading and all that.
Gotcha.
So just the fact that they made a brand name for this, it bubbles up my stomach a little. I want to buy it. I want to get it. I want hopefully Grog. He's my favorite, but I want him wearing his hat. Damn it! And I want the box to say Grog Strongjaw, curator of all this and that, Grand Poobah of. Oh, I don't remember the end part.
That's a lot for one box.
Yes, but I want it. If they can do it for the Book of Tel'Dorai, I want it for the box. Okay.
I haven't been caught up on Critical Role in a long time.
Oh,
I did the first season.
First campaign, very long, very great. But second one's still it's going on literally right now as we're speaking. So.
The second or third time my buddy James lived with me.
Yeah.
He was listening to it, and it got to a point where, spoilers, someone died, and he practically came downstairs crying. It was temporary. They fixed the problem, but
Oh, okay.
Someone died,
this
and
is the first one.
He came downstairs practically crying, and I'm just like, I get it.
That's it. Grand Poobah of the Doink, and all of this and that, as given to him by the Great Percival.
We got one more.
Now, I do like Scott Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
I do like this character.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be more.
The movie was good. Well, I think they've already done some.
Knives Show and all that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But just him. In his socks, not shoes. In his socks. That's fine.
Do you think any of the Culkins are normal? Because that's a Culkin.
I know. No.
No, they're all a little weird.
No, yes. Yes.
I like Rory. He was great in Scream 4. He plays one of the movie nerds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. But
good pool, I think, for their con exclusive pops. I mean, there's a few in there that I really wish I could have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same.
The Fortnite one, I don't give two shits about.
I just like it. And look at he's so happy.
I mean, he looks cute.
He looks so happy.
I don't care about Fortnite.
I also don't. I used to actually care about the character designs of Fortnite because it was like, ooh, this actually looks really good. Ooh.
I mean, I'm glad they're putting work into it and stuff. It's just none of it
appeals to you.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've got Aoki, we need to get his sister. She's Too Fast, Too Furious. She's the one in the pink car.
Okay, Best Buy.
Okay, Best Buy for her.
Hot Topic for Bakugo Explodey Boy. Walmart for Target for
Walgreens.
What's Walgreens?
For Deadpool.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get him out of here.
Walmart for Marty. Okay.
Funko Shop for the pretty good ones.
Yeah.
They're pretty good ones.
I want to go to the Funko headquarters in Seattle.
FYE.
Obviously, when shit calms down.
Entertainment Earth for that. EB Games.
Which we don't have.
No, we don't. But,
so you'd have to buy it online.
I think that the EB Games might go over to GameStop.
I doubt.
Toys R Us, which is still in existence.
Yeah, but we don't have any. So that Toys R Us is where you can also get Deadpool,
and
Stan and Marty. There's still more pages on this.
Yep.
What is Grosner?
Where do you see that?
Right there. Grosner has Iron Bob,
and also has. I guess it might be for Canada. That's why. That's why it's out there for EB Games.
I was gonna say we don't have EB Games.
Yeah.
Or I did say we don't have EB Games. All right. Well, okay. So that's Canada.
Oh man.
United Kingdom. So I mean, for all the United Kingdom users.
Yeah. Here you go. So I take it that some of the stuff that's going to be available for us is obviously not going to be available for them because I don't see Vexalia anywhere for the UK.
Yeah.
So Italy. Oh man.
Italy got none of it.
Oh no.
Wow, yeah. Other countries kind of get screwed.
I'm glad that
there's one more page.
I know. I just went back. I was glad Marty got everywhere, but Marty did not get everywhere.
No, he didn't.
Italy didn't get there. Jackie, baby.
All right, so go back to the US page because I want to see where I can buy mine.
Walmart for Marty.
Okay. Target for Stan.
Target for Stan. And
Walgreens for Deadpool, because I got to get it for you.
No.
For your entertainment for Iron Bob.
FYE, yeah. And then Best Buy for Vexalia. But the only one out of all of these, probably the Assassin and Vexalia.
I got to get Stan. I've already got some of the other Stans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got you the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Yeah, with the Guardians of the Galaxy one. I bought the gold one myself, and Lauren got me the Kamikaze one from his and Elvira's Comic Con that they used to do.
That's right.
And I want to say someone got me one other one, but I could be wrong.
The original?
I don't have the original.
Do you know the original? No.
So if anyone, viewing or listening wants to give me a gift, also I will gladly take another bottle of the Stanley Cologne because I'm starting to run out. I've been milking it for like 4 years because they only made like the one run of it. It smells amazing. All right, so I got my list. And that answers my questions about where to find them.
All right.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about tonight? The chat want to yell anything at us before we close down?
I feel like I am forgetting something though, and it's gonna badger me for a while. Like we talked about it on the ride up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we'll talk about that," and then it's gone, just like that.
Yeah, joke for you.
Okay, hit me with the joke.
Okay, I lost the joke. Hold on.
He lost the joke, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here we go. What's a coffee lover shirt song?
I don't know.
Hit me with your best shot.
I feel like there could have been a better answer for that one.
I'm gonna make you laugh one of these days. Bad host? What?
A host.
Oh.
Everyone boo.
Okay.
Boo.
Let's see how it is.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's fine.
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 See, Socks got it. A wee bit strained.
No, I don't know what you were talking about that you would have.
I swear, I had it up and I was gonna talk about it, and then I just.
You watched the trailers on the way over.
I watched a
Psychonauts 2 got a trailer.
Yeah, the Psychonauts 2, Stalker 2. There was a couple games, but we were just like.
I mean, I didn't like Psychonauts 1 that much. I know, blasphemy.
Yeah, so
my brother's a huge fan.
And I mean, if you guys want to go check it out, all of the
State of Decay 3. You didn't mention that. You brought that up.
I did.
So.
State of Decay 3.
I mean, snow. That's what made me excited about it.
You like your snow.
I like my snow.
Goon likes his snow. You guys like your snow.
That immediately amped up the Miles Morales game even more. Like I was already fucking down for that game. They added snow, and I damn near lost my mind. Batman and snow. Holy shit! Like Batman Arkham Origins. Fucking goddamn. Plus, they did that cool rendition of Carol of the Bells, which is my favorite Christmas song. Destroyed me. That's... What is this? Oh, Like a Dragon? We talked about Like a Dragon.
Yeah, but hold on.
Awesome.
I didn't know he was in the game. I'm cool like 3 days ago.
All right. Well, then let's wrap this down.
Okay.
I'll end on one more pun because the chat was very nice to us today.
Yeah, the chat was very, very nice to us today.
All right. Press on.
That's very simple, and I like it. Right. But yes, thank you for joining us. Remember to follow us just so that way next week you guys can be alerted to us coming up and doing this again every single week. We are going to try not to miss a week. We are going to leave a link for my Discord in case you guys want to just chat.
You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. All the links will be in the description. Yeah. You can even email us. We check it regularly. And that'll all be in there too. And please rate, subscribe, review, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell everyone.
Tell a frenemy.
Tell a frenemy.
Tell a frenemy. And that's everything. Mm-hmm. As far as we got Geek Grind out there, we got Humble Bundle out there, we got our own personal stuff out there. We got ourselves out there. We're all set. We
got personal Twitters that are connected and interact with the actual Twitter account as well for this, so you can find us on Twitter there too.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Wait, there's a new Archer trailer? Okay, we're done.